Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and we don't know much about Grand Theft Auto Online's Cunning Stunts DLC. We know that Rockstar have mentioned it, they've kind of hyped it up with one or two images, they've talked about it on Newswire saying, more information is going to come soon, and I want to look ahead into the future just a little bit and talk about some of the features that I think should be included in this update. Now, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know what some of the features you'd want, and let me know what you think of some of the things that I talked about in this video. With out of the way, let's not waste any more time and let's jump straight into it. Okay, at the number one spot, I hope Rockstar opens up some sort of stunting shop. So what I'm talking about is like a new Los Santos custom shop. We saw Rockstar do that with Benny's Original Motorsports that has a focus on, at least right now, muscle cars, sports classics, and then sports cars. So I'm hoping that Rockstar open up a new kind of custom shop that's specifically geared towards creating stunting vehicles. And even on Rockstar's Newswire, they state expect a slew of new stunt-ready vehicles and gear. So I'm not sure if these are new vehicles that are going to come to the game that are stunt-ready, or if there will be new vehicles that will be added into some sort of stunt shop, or may just have new add-ons in the Los Santos custom shop. But there's a ton of body shops around Los Santos, in Blaine County, in Sandy Shores, inside the city itself, that could easily be used for some sort of stunting performance style body shop. And I think that would be super cool. Benny's Original Motorsport, even though it's kind of been worn out a little bit lately, generated a ton of hype when it was first added into the game. And I think if Rockstar does something similar like that with a stunting shop or stunting custom shop, that it could be really epic. At the number two spot, Rockstar desperately needs to improve the race matchmaking. So this applies to really everything in Grand Theft Auto Online, but in terms of jobs, it seems to be a little bit worse. Getting a race, keeping people in the race, if you're doing a playlist going from race to race to race or job to job to job, it's really difficult to keep the same core group of people, and it's even harder to connect to someone. I have this issue all the time. Rockstar is definitely aware that their server maintenance and the way that their connectivity works is certainly not the best. And if they're going to have a DLC that relies on connecting to other people and relies on playing with large groups of people to be fun, because let's be honest, a stunt race with like 2 people, that doesn't sound like fun. A stunt race with 18 other people sounds like a blast. So I think that that's going to be a big part of this update, is the connectivity of Rockstar's servers and race matchmaking for sure. At the number 3 spot, I think it would be cool if Rockstar added a new type of race, specifically team or organizational style races. So we all know that Rockstar just added the CEO system, and even though that has nothing to do with the Cunning Stunts DLC, I think it would be cool if you could team up and have races. So let's say, for example, that instead of a race where we're all competing against each other, it's teams of 3 versus 3 versus 3. That way you could team up, you could coordinate, you could do some like Ricky Bobby style shake and bake. Like if you guys were up front, you could tag team and let each other drift off of one another. That could be a pretty cool strategy in order to keep the lead. And what would also be cool is the score could be determined by everyone's overall finish. So let's say you have someone that finishes in first, another guy that finishes in 5th, and then one guy that finishes like in 23rd. Well, they're probably still going to finish worse than a team that finishes, let's say like 7, 8, and 9. Even though that one team may have had a higher finish because their overall finish wasn't best, that might be a really cool way to judge and determine races. That would be pretty neat. Obviously, they're going to be doing some sort of stunting races, but I hope that Rockstar throw in a few more game modes as well, because I think there could be a lot of creative options, like using crews or using your friends in order to incorporate that into an epic race mode. At the number 4 spot, I'd love to see Rockstar include the cut stunting arena. You guys have seen it. You've probably seen it in pictures. It's basically the inside of the Maze Bank Arena. And if you've ever been to like a Monster Jam or like a dirt bike track, it's got a bunch of loops and ramps, or the X Games would probably be a better example. That's something that could be pretty cool. And one thing that I've kind of related that to is the San Andreas Flight School, which was actually pretty cool and pretty unique. I just didn't think there was enough like fun things to do with that. But I certainly think if there was like a Cunning Stunting Academy or the Cunning Stunting Arena, that you could make some pretty epic stuff with that. Not only in terms of races, but also just getting to like free mode and do some crazy, flips and twists and stuff like that. I really do think that could be an epic addition to the game. And that's kind of a great segue to the last thing at the number 5 spot. I wish Rockstar would bring back the retro kind of GTA insane stunting bonuses. So in Vice City and in San Andreas, if you were to like ramp a car off a jump, do a flip, do a 360, it would say like insane stunting bonus on your screen. You'd get like, bonus money based on how much airtime you had, how much flips you had. I think that would be great if Rockstar incorporated that in free mode, or if it was like a free mode job you could do where it would basically give you 5 minutes to just do as much as you could with jumps. I could see people going on top of Mount Chiliad. I could see people going to the airport and launching their car, going at crazy high speeds, trying to get these max insane, stunting bonuses. So that would be pretty cool. Rockstar, just use features that you've had in previous GTA games. I think that would be really awesome. So anyways, like I mentioned earlier, I know we don't have a ton of details on the Cunning Stunts update or DLC, whatever it's going to be called, but I think it's cool to look forward to the future because this is obviously going to be one of the next Rockstar DLCs, and I think these are some of the features that if they were added would be super unique and super cool. So let me know what you think about these in the comment section down below. What would you add from my list? What would you take away from my list? If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Without the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.